Magnificent Money Fest Monday. Today we're going to talk about relationship marketing. What is relationship marketing? Tell me in the chat there, what is relationship marketing? Are you using relationship marketing? How has relationship marketing changed? And most importantly, how can relationship marketing help you to manifest more clients and more money? I love to hear from you, whether you're watching live or you are on the replay. Love to see your chats below. Please feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and where are you tuning in from. I'm Evie Diaz. I'm a financial empowerment speaker, a money block healer, and soon to be a published author. And today I am going to be joined by an expert in relationship marketing and marketing in general. And the reason why I decided to go live today is because the intention is to go live every Monday. Mondays are now what we're going to be calling Money Fest Monday. And the reason why we selected to change the name to Money Fest is because very soon on November 1st, Friday, November 1st, and Saturday, November 2nd, we will be hosting our Money Fest Live International Women's Conference. And every Monday, it is our intention to go live. Now, having that intention, my intention for today is to inspire and empower you to transform your business by setting very conscious intentions to do so and by following a few of these, let's call them marketing hacks, if that's appropriate for you, if you like that. And hopefully today you'll hear something new, or perhaps something you've heard before, but you have not applied. So my intention is for you to feel from your heart that there is something that we're going to say today that you're going to use for the benefit of you increasing your light and shining brighter your knowledge, your solutions, and whatever it is that you are sharing with the world to make the world a better way, a better world around you however you can. And to do that, please help me to welcome my good friend, my MoneyFest Live International Women's Conference partner, and the Dean of Success, Dean from Dino, Dean Hankey.
Hello!
Hello, my friend. I am so delighted that you're here because
Yeah, I'm honored to be here.
please introduce yourself and tell people, what do you do? Who do you do it for? How do you serve?
Yeah, I'm Dean Hankey, Dino in Reno, multi-passionate professional weirdo, wired that way from God, and delighted and excited to be sharing here and to talk about this topic. I love people, and I think this is the distinction that makes all the difference in the world. So.
Absolutely. And I am so grateful that you thought about this topic because, this is one of the important topics as we are looking at the last quarter of the year, as we're fast approaching the end of the year and the beginning of a new year. And yet we still have time to come in strong in the last quarter of the year as business owners, as entrepreneurs. And, we may call it different names, but good old fashioned relationships are so key and pivotal. For example, today you're here. I consider you a friend, a colleague in business, and we met through another friend who brought us together a few years ago to co host what was then our Make Selling Easy, I believe.
Sales made easy.
Sales Made Easy conference for men and women. And this year, once again, because we have remained connected, we are hosting for Heart Center female entrepreneurs, our Moneyfest Live International Women's Conference, and we are also co-hosting a weekly Moneyfest Live pre-event that we're calling the Fabpreneurs Networking and Referral Party. Now, I'm going to ask you to please take on the floor and enlighten us by sharing some of your infinite knowledge that you have from your experience about relationship marketing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disappear for a little so you can share a little bit. And then as you want, just know that I'm right here and just tell me to come back. So that way you can share a little bit of your knowledge here visually for us. Thank you, Dean.
Oh, we can have a conversation. I'm easy. I love the fact that people are the foundation of everything we do, and I'll say it time and time and time and time again. If there are no people, there is no success. But when you understand, when you know people, then you know success, because it doesn't happen in a vacuum all by ourselves. That's why this relationship or relationship marketing magic is so vital to everything you do. So it's an incredible distinction to be knowing. So look at that. We're moving around. It's magic. It's magic
because you're the magic guy. So I love that. I'm going to put myself then here.
Oh.
And I'll make myself here little, and so I'll let you take over this. That way you can share with us a little bit of what you prepared for us today, because I think it's important that people understand some of these concepts from a heart-centered place. And I think that, like I said, even if someone has heard something, there is something here for everyone.
Yep. And here's the thing is that relationship for me is defined as a verb. And a verb requires action regardless of how we feel. So our job is to create value for people that generates impact. And then we all profit emotionally, spiritually, relationally, intellectually, of course, as business leaders, financially. So we have a super simple, what we call 3-step super simple VIP process for literally, not figuratively, but actually getting anything you want on command and demand simply by serving more people. So this VIP process, of course, stands for something. However, I feel that it is the key to our success, because it all boils down to the same idea. First, add value. And then what's the best way you can add value for someone? I don't know. The first way is to simply value them. And if you value them, then you want to be of value to them, and you want to create value for them. So add value. That value has to do something, I think anyway. It has to deliver results or impact. So add value that then delivers impact. And by that, I mean results or outcomes or deliverables or transformation or change or encouragement, whatever that impact happens to be. But it has to be measurable. And then if you add value that generates impact, and then you'll profit. And again, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, intellectually, and of course, as business leaders, financially, because this is Moneyfest after all. So you want to make sure you're making massive value and impact. And here's the thing. If you want to make a difference in people's lives, you simply find a good, better, and best way to serve your way to success. See, the number one proven powerful profit-producing principle and predictor of our success, yes, P, your way to success. Proven powerful profit-producing principle predictor. So, of success is nothing more than the world's largest naturally occurring success resource. And you know what that is? Go ahead. If you think you know what it is, go ahead and post it in the chat. And if you're watching, by the way, and you're watching in replay, just say visiting in replay, and then post your comments, suggestions, insights, information, right? So what's the world's largest naturally occurring success resource? It is, like it or not, people. People, right? We've all been lied to. We've been told that business is B2B or B2C or business to business or business to consumer or business to government or business. No, the truth is, and what nobody wants to tell you is that it's all 100% P2P or people to people. It just is that way, because if there are no people, there is no success. But when you know, when you understand, you can appreciate and value people. When you know people, then you will know success.
I love that. Simple.
Yeah, very, 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 very simple. And that's the whole point. It should be simple. It should be simple. Relationship
And
marketing.
let's unpack this a little bit, because
Sure.
first of all, the first slide that you talk about serve. I know, Dean, that sometimes some people feel like they don't like that word serve. Some people say, I don't like that word. Some people have told me that I don't like that word serve, right?
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, for whatever reason it may be, maybe they feel that serve is more of a of serving or volunteering or whatever. But does that really matter? Because can we replace that word? Like, my favorite word is sharing, and it's just logistics, or play on words, however we want to call it. Is that the same concept we're talking about? In other words, when you speak about serve, because we want to unpack this so that everyone can understand in a more simple way, because this truly is simple, and I love that you said that. In a more simple way, that idea of serving, what that does for our mindset and our energy as heart center entrepreneurs that we are, and we are sharing our knowledge, our valuable source of knowledge, and whatever. So let's unpack that a little bit. Let's talk about that. So
Sure.
serve. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, for me, we call it charismatic connection, and that is the process by which we care for one another. Whether you call it sharing or serving or creating value for, or whatever you call it, language is a very important thing. Obviously, we have to choose wisely the words we choose and use. For me, service kind of says it all. We're designed and created, in my guesstimation, to be of value and help other people. You want to call it help, you want to call it serve. I just happen to call it serve or service.
I love that. Hold on. Let's stop right there, because you said such magical, powerful words right now. And it is true. So we're doing this for the purpose of you, the listener, the audience, to feel more comfortable and use the word that makes you feel more comfortable. And yet, there's something important that he said, and that is the value that we offer to help people. The value, right? So sometimes people want to use it interchangeably, and that's fine. The word serve to sell, and that's fine, and it can. And it's interesting because this morning I was in a group of female entrepreneurs, and they were talking about how marketing and sales is changing for us heart center entrepreneurs, where we are coming more to this basic stuff that we're talking about, that we've seemed to have forgotten because we have been mistrained to think about this. In order for us to get results, we have to be pushy. We have to go for the sale immediately. We have to sell, 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 or give them what we want or what we think they need, the person being they, the client. And I think there's a shift happening
Mhm.
where more and more of us are realizing that yes, it is more about that serving or helping, if that's a word that helps you. The idea is someone may have a potential problem to which, and the word I love to use is solution. So the result is, how can we provide that value that you call value, which we all must remember that we want to add value in the way of a solution? What is the solution that people want that perhaps we may have a solution? While there may be many we may have. So, whatever word you want to use, the idea is here that we come from a heart center place, understanding that we are powerful at being able to help others in a way that others want to be helped. Yes or yes? Am I in the right direction here? Because I'm playing, off what you're saying.
Right. I agree. And I agree there is a shift. And I think shift happens, right?
Yes.
When you, like it's that old phrase, success works when we do,
Yes.
right? So we have to take responsibility, which is nothing more than our ability to respond in any given situation or circumstance. We have to take responsibility. Look, if you have the cure for cancer in people's lives, their health, their wealth, their happiness, their relationships, their every area of their life, whatever happens, if you have that and you don't find a way because you're too kind or meek or because you're not bold enough or because you feel like you're taking advantage or any other limiting BS belief system, because of any of that, that you have an obligation, not just a responsibility, but an obligation to help people with that cure for what ails them. If they're having trouble in their relationships and you have the cure, you have an answer, a serviceable solution for them, and you don't fail and you fail to at least invite them to find out more about how you might be able to help them, what kind of hideous human beings do we have to be in order to withhold that chocolatey goodness that is of value to other people, that actually helps people get what they want in their lives? I'd say we have to be pretty doggone mean not to make that invitation, not to offer people those solutions.
I love it. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so that you can continue sharing because you definitely have some pearls here. And I definitely want people to get a sense, get a feeling where Dean is coming from. Talk about a true heart centered entrepreneur who really comes from his heart, sharing with love in different ways that resonate with different people in different ways, but the message is still the same. Take it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, we start with from a place of love, and that is to help other people. Listen, again, we call it care is magic. If I don't care about you, then it makes sense that I'm going to withhold my chocolatey goodness or my value, or that to help you out in any way, loan you my truck when you need to move, or I don't care what the value you happen to bring to people, but you want to make sure that you're of value and at service. Again, I'll just use the language service, right? Here's one of two things is true in every human interaction. This is just a fact. And that is one of two things is true. Either one, you make a deposit or you make a withdrawal. It's kind of like in those, we'll call it a love bank. And much like a traditional bank, if you make too many withdrawals without making enough deposits, what happens? Well, I don't know. There's penalties and fees and levies. Eventually, they will close your account. And this is what happens when humans make more withdrawals than deposits, right? We go bankrupt emotionally, spiritually, relationally, intellectually. So the goal simply is nothing more than to make more deposits with your marketing, with the value, with your heart to serve, with whatever language you choose and use for you. But make sure your heart's desire is to create value and make more deposits, help more people get what they ultimately want, need, desire, and deserve. I call it relationship marketing magic. Let me define that for you real quickly. Relationships is nothing more than the science or the art or the skill or the heart's desire to re-elate, to elate over and over. Elate, like elation, like love, right? So to elate, to re-elate over and over and over. Did I say over? I meant over. Yes, over and over again, right? So just do it over and over again. So relationship marketing magic. So it's nothing more, yeah, it's a play on words, if you will, but it's a reminder that you get to choose. I get to choose to fall in love with my bride again today. In this second, in this moment, when we wake up, whatever it happens to be, that's a choice. I choose to elate again, to re-elate. So if we think about it as opposed to in just relationship, but to re-elate with the people we hope to serve in a sales environment, in a support environment, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So we call that, once again, not charismatic, charismagic success, where care is the foundation of all you do. That's it. Easy peasy, fresh and breezy. Simply serve your way to success. Or best friend, pinky swear, marketing. Look, if we were best friends, I wouldn't like unduly influence or try to persuade or marketing manipulate you in any way. No, I just say, hey, what do you say we go to this movie or this restaurant instead of the other one? Oh, and then when you talk about it, but nobody feels sold or manipulated or unduly influenced or any of that stuff. You simply find a way to help people, right? Even if it's a restaurant or a movie or something like that. Keep it simple. Best friend, pinky swear, marketing. What's the best one to, if we were best friends, what would I do? I would simply serve or help or share or encourage or empower or whatever language you choose to use. I would simply treat you like my best friend. How cool is that? No longer do you do sales or do you do marketing, or you just serve people that you can help. Friends, heroes, rock stars, legends, champions, not customers or clients. Or I mean, you can have
Yes.
customers and clients, but yeah. So
But I like that because it also moves us from this idea that this is a transaction to this is a long-term relationship. If
correct.
you've been in business, whether you've been in business for a year or 10 years in this particular business like me, and you intend to be in business for a year or 10 years from now, it doesn't matter because what you want to do is develop that relationship with the person, thinking that it's going to go beyond that transaction, beyond that moment, because there's going to be other things that you'll be able to, make happen through that relationship. So I love this way of introducing an old concept as a new concept, right? I love that re-elation. So when we think about, we want people to feel elated, right? Elated,
I
right?
think so.
I
think
love
so.
that. What a new concept that you have put into our minds today, Dean.
Yep. You know what they say? Love is a verb. It requires action, regardless of how you feel. Just do it anyway. Right.
Yes.
So
Any other words? Because I know we're going to continue doing this. And I want people to understand that Dean is here today because he wanted to give you a taste of that chocolatey goodness that he is going to be sharing during our Moneyfest Live International Women's Conference. So if you heard something that really made, almost like dark chocolate kisses, which I love very much, and I gave you a tiny little piece and you loved it and you say, I want more, then that's what's happening here today. I want you to get a little taste of this magnificent human being who truly comes from a genuine, authentic heart giving. And that's why he calls it care is magic versus just being charismatic, which, yes, we have perhaps been taught to be charismatic, to be in business or to sell, right? And yet, when you kind of change the wording to care, then that's when you create that magic, because then you create that re-elation where people feel elated and people are excited to be around you. People want to do business with you. So, Dean, any last words that you want to share to, because I know that a lot of you, maybe if you're analytical like me, are probably thinking about how does this happen? We're not going to tell you how yet, because how, it's what's going to be demonstrated to you, exactly the how, slowly but surely over the next few weeks as we get closer, and most importantly during the 2-day MoneyFest Live International Women's Conference. Dean is going to open up his magic, his total magic, and share with you many, many things that will absolutely resonate with you if you're a heart centered entrepreneur who is looking to really care for your clients and help your clients and serve your clients to the best of your ability so that they could be their best. Did I get that right, Dean?
Dead on, spot on, live on, whatever you want to call
Anything
it.
else you would like to share as we have 4 minutes, and I do want to let people know how they can find out more about where you're getting this chocolatey goodness that you're talking about. Any last
Yeah.
words?
Take
Because
over
I
the
know this is
screen
a
and
conversation.
let them know what we're doing and how it's happening.
Anything else? Nothing else, Dean? That's it. I know
Nope.
you've given a lot, and I love that you use that chocolatey. How is it that you call it chocolatey goodness?
Chocolate goodness.
Chocolatey goodness. So, first of all, I'm going to put a couple of things. If you like this experience, I'm going to invite you to please join us again because Dean and I, our intention is to come back and share more of these pearls that Dean and I are going to be sharing on Mondays as we declare Mondays Money Fest Monday. We also want you to know that we are also gathering together to elevate and elate each other. I'm going to start using Dean's word every Thursday during our networking. And then, of course, this is all leading to our upcoming Money Fest Live International Women's Conference, which you can go to by visiting moneyfestlive.com. And I'm going to put right here in the chat the direct link to that. And we want to invite you to check it out because our intention is to really show you and give you an experience. In other words, we're not just going to be talking, we're going to be having these conversations like Dean and I just had today, right? We're not going to be just doing PowerPoint because we don't want to PowerPoint you to death. We're going to be having conversations. It's going to be like workshop styles where we'll be doing workshops, little workshops, and very interactive so that you can fully be hands on, participate, and get the most out of the 2 days, November 1st and November 2nd. And currently we have an early bird special. And with the early bird special, you can actually become a VIP for just $88. So I want to invite you to check it out because as we get closer, the investment for you will be a little bit higher. And just so that you know, this is not the type of event where you're going to hear from a lot of speakers trying to sell you anything. That's not this type of event. Not at all. We are going to pack 2 days with lots of chocolatey goodness, like he said. I'm going to continue using that because I love chocolate. So our intention is for you to feel inspired and empowered to end the last quarter of the year in a very high elated state, as well as to really help you to move forward into that 2025 being totally elated so that you could totally fly and soar to new heights in 2025. Anything else, my dear friend? I've put there Money Fest Live for those that want to join us, inviting you to join us now while the tickets are open and available for you. And please leave us with a few words of wisdom, my friend.
I think it's just really simple. VIP, add value upfront in advance that generates impact for others, and then we all profit. It's really, really well done that way.
So that's value, impact, and profits. Did I get that right?
That is
So
exactly.
remember, the reason why we are today talking about the VIP for Moneyfest Live is because we want to teach you how to create value, right?
Yep.
Um, the more value you create, the more impact you can have, the more profits you will make. And it'll be that easy. Well, I see some people have joined us. If you have a question, now is the time. If you have a thought, if you want to introduce yourself, please feel free to do that in the chat. And know that if you're watching the replay post, feel free to tag myself at EVDS Speaks or at Dean Hankey so that we can come back and chat with you there in wherever you are finding us on YouTube, on Instagram, or on Facebook. We welcome your feedback, thoughts, questions. We want to connect with you. That's why we put two links there. One, so that you could meet in a more one on one virtually over the next few weeks by attending our live free networking event, right? That you can come and meet us, and also so that you can experience more of us, so that you can feel our hearts and you know where Dean and I are coming from, and you feel more relaxed to understand that we want to create a space for us where we can all do well for everyone. So, you hear that win win, but we truly mean it. We want this to be a win win for everybody. So I'll stay quiet and I'll let you finish with some of your whatever else you want to say, my friend.
No, we're good. We're good. I just want to make sure that you walk away with real value. And the best way to do that, selfishly, how do you feel when you are value and service to other people? When you help somebody out, who gets the blessing? I'll just leave it with that.
Absolutely. So I want to thank you, Dean, for being part of our MoneyFest Live International Women's Conference. Thank you for partnering up with me in this second conference. Thank you for giving it your all and always serving, because you truly are a person who serves everyone in really from the heart. And I look forward to us sharing more over the upcoming weeks here on our new MoneyFest Live Mondays. For now, this this is Dean Hankey, the Dean of Success, marketing magician, and I am Evie Diaz, your financial empowerment speaker and your trainer for MoneyFest Live International Women's Conference. I thank you for watching. I thank you for participating. I thank you for commenting, and I look forward to seeing you this coming Thursday at 4 p.m. EDT. That's Eastern Time. I'm in Florida. Dean will be joining us live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and you will be joining us live from the comfort of your home, wherever you are in the world, at 4 o'clock Florida time. We look forward to connecting with you and getting to know you as we get to know each other. So, once again, thank you, and we'll see you on Thursday live at the Fabpreneurs Networking. Thank you, Dean, and thank you, everyone.